How you doing? I'm Zach, and this is the Slime Time Lab. You see, I already have everything measured out for the experiments, and we're just gonna hop into it. All right. So here's the Gorgum. I'm gonna pour that in the beaker. Because the first step is pour 0.5 grams of Gorgum into the beaker. So this is our beaker we got laid out. There we go, we got that. I used a 100 milliliter graduated cylinder to measure and pour out 50 milliliters of distilled water into the 250 milliliter beaker containing the Gorgum. This is the 100 milliliter thing. I already have 50 milliliters measured out. We're gonna pour that in there. There we go. All right, next step is rapidly stir the mixture with the wooden stir stick for 3 minutes. Here is the wooden stir stick, and we're just gonna rapidly stir for a while. You want to be here while stirring. Alright, well, it looks like the Gorgum's dissolved in there. So, now what it says to do is, I already measured out the 10 milliliter thing, 4 milliliters of 4% borax solution, and I'm going to pour that into the 250 milliliter beaker right now. I'm going to stir this until it becomes slime. And if it doesn't become slime, if it does not become slime, I will add another milliliter of the borax solution. Alright, well, it looks slightly runny and gooey as of now. So, we're going to move on to the next step. For the slime, be sure to drop any. Alright, I'm going to pick it up. Alright, it's slime. You can see it's nice and slimy. Alright. Oh. Forgot to remove my gloves. So, I removed my gloves. I'm gonna pick it up now. Oh, again, it's still nice and slimy and jiggly. Alright, manipulate the slime with your hands, write down your observation regarding how the slime pours, stretches, breaks, etc. It doesn't really stretch too much. Post-lab documents. Alright, I'm gonna do my post-lab real quick and record this. Slime pours, stretches, breaks, etc. Place the slime back in the beaker. The slime has been placed back in the beaker. I'm going to record my observations. Slime observations, part 1. Define it's firm, breaks if you squeeze it, doesn't really stretch. And it's not very runny. Alright, moving on to the next step. Well, I gotta wash my hands, so give me a second. Alright, I am back. Alright. So we got that done. I'm gonna set that aside for right now. Over here. Alright, the next one for part 2, slime and silly putty ink test. On a piece of notebook paper, which I have right here, I'm gonna draw a line with each of the pins that are provided. We got a Uniball pin, permanent marker, dry erase marker, and a highlighter. It has to be about 5 centimeters apart, so I'm going to draw a line with the Uniball, permanent marker, marker them so I know which ones are them. Dry erase. And the trusty highlighter. Oh, we got that done. Pencil the label each above, okay. Alright, while the ink dries, select a passage or picture in the newspaper. Boom. I'm gonna set this aside to dry at the moment. Alright. Test the slime. Which ink? Alright, so I'm going to test on the 1-800 thing. I'm going to test this slime. We'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna record it. And record my hypothesis. I think it will pick up the newspaper. I think the slime produced I think the slime that we produce will pick up the 1-800 thing. We've set that on there. Alright, I think it'll pick up the ink, so we'll have to see. And it did not pick up the ink. That it did not. As you can see. Observe and record in table 1. So it did not. Then carefully pick it up. Observe and record in table 1 whether or not the ink was dissolved by the slime. So the ink was not dissolved by the slime. It was not dissolved by the slime. So the next step is break off a small piece of the slime. When the ink from step 1 has dried, gently place the slime on top of the first ink on the notepad paper. Alright, so I got my notepad paper. The first one is the Uniball ink. So I'm going to pick this up and break a small piece off. I got my small piece right here. Gently place this piece on top of the newspaper. Oh no, not the newspaper ink, sorry. Break off a small piece. Break off another small piece of slime when the ink from step 1 dries. Gently place the slime on top of the first ink on the notebook paper. Then carefully pick it up. Repeat this for each ink, and observe and record in the table. So here's for the Uniball ink. So it did not pick up the Uniball ink. This is the permanent marker ink. It did not pick up the permanent marker ink. This is the dry eraser. Well, it did not pick that up as well. I'm going to try a different piece of the slime. Alright, we got a different one right here. So, we're going to try the Uniball. Nothing. Permanent marker. Dry erase. Nothing. And the highlighter. It picked up some of the highlighter. I see the highlighter on there, and it took it off the page. So it picked up some of the highlighter. I'm gonna record this. All right, so the highlighter, it did pick up on the first trial. Uniball, no. Permanent marker, no. And the dry erase, no. I thought it was gonna pick the dry erase up. All right, and it says to repeat the ink testing 2 more times for accuracy. So I'm gonna break another piece off. There we go. Got me another piece. So Uniball. Nothing. Permanent marker. Nothing. Dry erase. Nothing. And highlighter. And again, it picked up some of the highlighter. All right, I'm going to do it one more time. All right, next one piece, Uniball. Nothing. Permanent marker. Nothing. Dry erase. Nothing. And highlighter. And again, it picked up the highlighter. So I'm going to record all of those. Hypothesize which inks the Silly Putty will dissolve. Then perform the ink test with Silly Putty according to the procedures of step 4 through 7. I think it's going to do the dry erase and the highlighter. That's my hypothesis. And we'll get started. All right, here we go. Got my Silly Putty right here. Here we go. Uniball. Nothing. Permanent. Nothing. Dry erase. They picked that up. And highlighter. It didn't pick up the highlighter. Alright. So I'm gonna do it 3 more times. Uniball. Nothing. Permanent. Nothing. Dry erase. Picked it up. And highlighter. Nothing. Last time. Alright, Uniball. Nothing. Permanent. Nothing. Dry erase. picked it up, and highlighter. Nothing. Alright, so I'm going to record this. Well, I was supposed to try it on the newspaper as well, so I'm going to do that for the newspaper. With the newspaper, it picked it up. It picked up some ink. It also picked up some ink there. And as you can see, it picked up ink there as well. Picked up the newspaper, picked up the newspaper, picked up the newspaper. Highlighter, it did not pick up, did not pick up, and did not pick up. Uniball, did not pick up, did not pick up, did not pick up. Permanent marker, it did not, and did not. And dry erase it did, for all three. Alright. So now on to the final one. What I've done is I have poked a hole in the middle. I've measured 2 centimeters out and put each ink in there. I have folded this. So steps are: use a pencil or scissors to poke a hole in the filter paper, evenly spot. Obtain a square piece, fold it to make it like a wick. Filter paper in each half. Insert the wick into the hole until there's only 2 centimeters approximately poking out of the top. So the wick is in the hole. Two centimeters poking out. Alright, 2 centimeters poking out. Alright, so we move this. I got a beaker right here, measured with 3/4 of a 250 milliliter beaker. Set the filter paper on the top of the beaker so the bottom of the wick is in the water. Paper should hang over the edge of the beaker with the spotted side, like this. So that's what we got. Allow the water to travel until it is approximately 10 centimeters from the edge of the filter paper, or 1 centimeter, not 10. Remove the paper from the beaker and observe which ink moved, and yeah, which paper moved. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut the video off and I'm gonna do my observations when I've got it done. Thank you.